So the other day, I did the trailer reaction for Sultan. Ravi wasn't around, but rather than doing another trailer reaction, we thought we'd do an in-depth conversation about Sultan and what we thought about it, and kind of break it down as well. So you saw the trailer afterwards, so what did you think?
I did see the trailer, and my first viewing gave me like mixed feelings. Mixed feelings because I was hoping it'd be a bit more like purist, kind of old school, and stay in that world of wrestling. And then it moved obviously towards kind of the MMA angle a bit later on in the trailer, which was a little bit disappointing, given some of the things that we had with Brothers last year.
Oh, is it mainly because of that reason, because of the way Brothers unfolded, and you're a bit concerned, a bit worried about this might follow the same sort of...
Well, they seem to use the same set, and everything looked very similar to Brothers in that respect. But I was somewhat like taken by the Rocky vibe of it all, the downtrodden guy that kind of comes up and through. That was interesting, and she was clearly, even though she was a wrestler, she was clearly Adrian. But it has the Rocky stuff going on, which was fairly compelling. Salman Khan looked like Salman Khan. It looked okay, but I have big reservations about the MMA angle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, MMA is one of those things, if it's not done correctly, Joe Rogan's always talking about it, that in films, it's just not, it doesn't come across, he's yet to see a film, and so are we, where it looks exactly the way MMA should be done. I mean, there's certain moves in the film, like he's jumping up, and there's that massive power punch, which I think you could kind of get away with that, because that's like a Superman punch.
Yeah, it's a Superman punch, but it's not necessarily kind of just the combat. Yeah, I mean, it's look, Anushka Sharma looks great in it. Her character, I worry that she starts off and it's really interesting that she's a fighter and stuff, and the moment she gets married, in the trailer it seems like, okay, I'm going to stop fighting because I'm going to commit to the family.
Yeah, but that's what happens. Like all these girls, these people have dreams, right? And I can just imagine with Anushka Sharma's dream, her vision, maybe she wants to go to the Olympics, and I think that's what gets me excited about it. That to what actually happened to her backstory and where she's going to go, and because she says to him that it's something about to do with your dreams. Dreams, don't get carried away with your dreams too much because they may just fall apart. Something like that, and that probably what happened to her.
Yeah, and I get that completely, but you have it. It looks good, right? It looks fine. It looks better than a lot of stuff that we've seen recently. But you have a great opportunity to take an actress who can act and actually let Salman Khan take a back seat, right? Like he obviously he's Salman Khan, right? So he can't take a back seat. He's your box office moneymaker. But I just think you had a great opportunity following the way they did the first teaser and then the second teaser, to have these two stories running in parallel. Maybe the conflict was actually like she also wanted to continue down her road, and actually literally their physical fighting was causing them to fight. Like that kind of thing, would have been more interesting. I think he's the obvious Rocky character. I think the other thing the trailer made a mistake with was the closing shot was him overcoming a foe. The reason that you kind of get behind Rocky style films is, or Warrior or any of those films, is in the trailer, in the build up, it's all about making the hurdle bigger than the person. In the trailer, and we're here to react to trailers, in the trailer he had his hurdle where he was knocked down and he got up and beat the guy up, then he goes into the ring, makes a line about, you build wrestlers outside the ring, punches the guy in the face, guy goes down and he prays over him. Like, you don't get this feeling that he's going to have any kind of trouble in this at all. Like,
well, okay, from that point, I'm a bit concerned because I want to see that we saw a broken down Salman Khan where he's looking at himself in the mirror and he's brushing his teeth. Obviously, whatever happened to get to that point, we're yet to see. But I would also like to see him really struggle through this MMA journey, because it's going to be difficult for me to believe as well that, okay, here's a guy hasn't been training for a long time, his main combat skill has been wrestling, he's been thrown into the MMA world, trying to adapt to that style and become a badass fighter is going to take time. And I want to see him fall so many times before he gets to a point where he is really good in the ring. And you know, at the same time, I actually don't want to see him if he's entering the tournament.
Yeah.
Which it seems like he is. I don't want to see him win, not in a negative way, but it'd be just nice for there to be its own little story towards the end of what he went through to get to this point, and there being a sense of accomplishment. You know, although he didn't win, there is some victory still in that.
Yeah, that isn't going to happen.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen. It's a Salman Khan. You can tell in the trailer already. He's going to win, and this is common, right? We're going a bit off tangent here, but this is common. This is fundamentally why Bollywood films struggle so much, because it's the cookie cutter mold. Get your big star, put him on a platform where he gets to be big, strong, and powerful, and give the audience that. Like, this is no different in that respect to any other Salman Khan film. He could be Jay from Jai Ho, and you get the same result. I think potentially, if they don't make the mistake of shrinking Anushka Sharma's character. Funny enough, it reminds me of Damana in Bahubali. In the first half of that film, she was this strong, powerful warrior girl. The moment Prabhas realises that he is Bahubali, she just disappears. And I worry that they're going to do the same thing here when she's the foil. Maybe she's the reason that like he improves his skills to become like a good MMA fighter, because she's just more fluid, the feminine instincts. I don't know, but I just really think that the trailer, in fact, and guys are going to think I'm being a hater, and I'm sure there'll be in the comments below. I'm not. It looks good as a film. It looks fine. I just think that they had such good opportunities that they may have just let those fall by the wayside.
Oh, we haven't seen the film yet, so when the film drops, you will get our review. But what about what do you think of Randeep Huda's character? The film's already got a massively, strongly built cast. Randeep Huda is one of those actors. Over the years, we've seen his performance, and he never, ever, as far as I'm concerned, and you share this opinion as well, he doesn't fail to disappoint us. In this, how do you feel? Because it seems like he's not really being pushed that much, especially with the last film that we saw of his. I don't think the actual film expects, we don't expect that of his character, but how do you feel about this guy just being Salman Khan's trainer and being a young stud who's obviously...
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's sometimes you've got... I promise you that Salman Khan probably had some take on this, because you give Randeep Huda too much screen time, like you gave Nawazuddin Siddiqui in Bajrangi Bhaijaan, and he'll overshadow you. And that's what Nawazuddin did in Bajrangi Bhaijaan. His character's quite small, he's a journalist, blah 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 blah, but he overshadowed Salman when he showed up. And there's probably a fear that the same thing could happen with Randeep Huda, because he's a brilliant actor. So I think they've probably shrunk his role a little bit to the trainer. But again, I think he makes a great foil. I think he'll bring intensity. I think he'll bring authenticity to the role.
Yeah, you can see when he goes in for his signature move, which is the German suplex. I wish he had another signature move, but I like the way the trailer was cut with him doing that move and looking back at the past of when he was at his younger self.
Yeah, cool.
The way Randeep Huda was looking at him like, bloody heck, this is one of my biggest fighters, and yet he's just done this move. Now, the biggest question I have now, right, and I think a lot of people have this on their minds, that you got Bajrangi Bhaijaan, you got Sultan. Okay, both of them, if I'm not mistaken, do you remember when...
It
was Eid, right?
Yeah.
Does this film, I want my own take on it, I want to know yours first, does it surpass Bajrangi Bhaijaan? What do you reckon?
No. No. This isn't... The storyline, based on what we can see from the trailers, is not iconoclastic. It's designed to be something you root for. It's you've got your food after a month, you've filled up, you get to go and chill out, and you get to go and watch a film that doesn't require any brain power because you'll be in a food coma. That's what this is. Bajrangi Bhaijaan will be remembered for years and years and years and years. Sultan, people will watch it, I think, people will be excited about it. We'll see, I might be wrong, we'll see, but I fear that they've just gone, let's make a Salman Khan movie here. With Bajrangi Bhaijaan, they thought, I think Kabir Khan was more along the lines, and Rajmouli's father were more along the lines of let's create something iconic, and they did.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you here. When we look at Bajrangi Bhaijaan, it brought two countries, as far as I'm concerned, together. You know, you had people in Pakistan going at the box office, at the cinemas to watch that film, and it just had a massive fan following. Not just in Pakistan, not just obviously in India, but around the world. It just united so many people. I remember my two brother-in-laws watching it, and they came out of the cinema and they were just flooded in tears, and they never go to the cinema, they never go. But I can't see the same impact that this will have. I hope it does, because it's great for the industry, it's great for, you know, the team involved in the Sultan film, but I just don't feel that it's going to be able to smash that record of what Bajrangi Bhaijaan holds at the moment.
No. And it's got a clear path in front of it, because the race has been pushed back and stuff. So Eid belongs to Salman Khan and Sultan this year. But let's hope it lives up to it. I think the first two teasers looked incredible. I think the trailer makes me think it's going to be a good film, but not the one that I was hoping for.
Well guys, let us know in the comment section. Do you agree with us? You probably don't. Again, this isn't a hit back. This is just our thoughts on the trailer and how we feel this is going to unfold.
Let's not forget, right, Silent absolutely loved this. If you go watch the trailer reaction, it's in the comment description section below.
I really still, I think, I have massive high hopes for this film. I reckon it's going to do extremely well at the box office. I don't think, as I said, it's going to beat Bajrangi Bhaijaan, but I want it to do really well. I mean, there's a number of things we've spoken about. We've talked about the MMA angle. We love wrestling. We enjoy Salman Khan doing his Salman Khan stuff. Anushka Sharma, when you've got her, one of my favourite actresses, so I want this to be successful, obviously, because of her, and obviously Randy, for the team involved. So, you know, it's going to be, I hope it's fireworks on Eid. If not, then, you know, as Salman Khan said, he's going to go on to do other projects, but the director involved, what's his name?
Ali Abbas.
Yeah, Ali Abbas. You know what, 3 films with Yash Raj. If this is tanks, I don't know what he's going to do next, because his other 2 films, they did well at the box office, but they didn't get the response that I think Yash Raj was expecting.
We'll see.
Okay guys, let us know in the comment section. We're going to leave you to it. It's your boy Simon.
It's Ravi.
Peace out.